What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Zyba Games. This is episode 20. I am DeeJayHerro, and the date is June 20th. Now, we are recording this a day early, but that's because we have things happening. And sometimes you just gotta change things up.
You gotta shift. You gotta adjust. You gotta.
And when we say that, we also want to say that next week is gonna be different, and the next week's gonna be different.
Yeah.
So, next week we will be recording on Friday night.
Yeah.
It'll be probably pretty late at night because I still have to work that day. And then the next week we'll be doing it a little over a week. It'll be a Monday night.
Right.
And that's because I'll be gone for like 8 days on vacation.
That's right.
Again.
And then we got to figure out Friday because I got the DJ show. So we'll do it afterwards?
If we want to do it super late, I'll do it super late.
Okay,
I don't care.
That's cool.
You saying like if we got to start it at 11 p.m., we got to start at 1 a.m. your time. That'd be late.
That's cool.
But you know,
I mean, I'm going to be up, so.
We got to do what we got to do, right?
Yes.
Kind of sucks, but it's part of the game of live streaming.
It's true.
If you guys want, we would very much appreciate if you guys would go over on YouTube, give our videos a watch, maybe a like, a subscribe. That'd be cool. And it's just Zyba Games on YouTube. Also, we got our socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. And we have a website, Zyba.games.
Zyba.games.
And it still looks good. I go there every once in a while.
I got it all updated. I need to put this week's in there, but I got it updated this week. Yeah.
It happens, you know?
Yeah. Get busy.
I hate when I go to like the notes and I'm reading the notes and I'm like, I messed up. But anyways, so if you guys want to check it out too, we also have a Patreon. We use the Patreon to help us go to distribution platforms to be able to pay for that stuff. And then it just pretty much funds the giveaways too. Yeah. We did do our last giveaway for May. We did that the other day. We did it live on stream because I just thought it would be more fun if we did it that way. We made like a little wheel. It was great. I don't know if you saw it, Yogomi, when we did it, but we made a little wheel on screen.
I don't think I saw it.
We put everybody's names in there, and so like nobody could call me for bull on that. I was like, there's no rigged on this, bro. So I had all the names on there, things spinning around, and Nuts for Butts won it.
Nice.
And then Nuts for Butts instantly donated it over to Josh, one of our mods on Mixer.
Nice.
So that was cool of him.
Awesome.
We will be doing another one. Man, dude, it's already June 20th.
Yep.
Like
June 20th.
E3 would have been 2 weeks. We would have already been 2 weeks past E3.
Yep.
And I was like thinking about it. I've been listening to I listen to all these podcasts and they're like, oh yeah, the Xbox show is in July. And I'm like, July is like right around the corner.
Right around the corner. Like literally next week is the last full week of June. And 4th of July is on a Saturday. So I guess we get that Friday off.
Dang.
Yeah. That's cool though. At least they're giving us Friday off.
Yeah. I'm not getting Friday off.
Oh.
I get the whole week off. Hey!
Oh, boo.
I do, but that's because I'm going on vacation. Listen, vacation is a tricky word.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we say vacation, but I'm excited. I gotta be careful how I say this, right? I gotta be careful how I say this. I'm spending the week with my wife's family.
Right.
So it's more like I love them. Don't get me wrong; they're all super awesome out there. It's not. If I want to go on a vacation, I'll be like on the beach somewhere, chilling.
Right. I get that.
Like,
I get that. Yeah.
going to get some street tacos. Like I don't know, but I don't know.
Next big vacation I want to take. First of all, I am really sad that we're not going to PAXs this year. I really am.
Yeah.
And E3. I wanted to go to GCX for the first time, but you know, for the sake of people's health, I can wait a year. And the cool thing about it too is that since I'm not going to any PAXs this year, I am gonna have a lot more money to go next year because I'm not spending it this year. You know. Yeah. So, but I do want to. I do want to go back to London. So I'm gonna try and make what is it called? EGX next year if it's on.
Where's EGX at again?
In London.
In London.
Yes, and Mixer represents there as well too, I believe.
Oh, you're talking about is it called EGX?
I think it's called EGX. Yeah, EGX in London.
I don't even know what it's called, but yeah, the one that's over there, that's really cool, and it's like massive. It's way bigger than E3.
Yeah, it's like really big. I think it's one of their biggest. Yeah, UK's biggest gaming show returns. Yeah, so now obviously it's probably canceled this year, but hopefully they will have it back. Hey, what's up, Maestrodamus? What's going on, man? Good to see you in the chat.
You know what would be a really cool one to go to though is like to go to the Game Awards.
Oh yeah,
that'd be sick.
Yeah,
that's like December when they announced like when they showed the Xbox.
Wait,
Series X.
Weren't the gaming awards originally by what was the name of that channel? Channel 1 Plus. Oh, Channel 1 Plus is in here for me. Oh, that's because I didn't change my 18. What was the name of that channel back in the day? I think they're the ones that started the Game Video Awards. It was like a men's channel. It even had a very masculine alpha name. I don't even think it's around anymore.
Spike
TV. Yeah, I think it was Spike TV. Didn't they do the first gaming awards or something?
I think did. Yeah, I think they did. So that was around the same time as G4.
Yeah.
When like video games were like they were trying to like that was like when they first tried to bring in video games like as like a it's cool, everybody's doing it,
right,
kind of thing. But people, you know how people were. I hide it. I play my Call of Duty in the background. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody used to do.
Yeah, it started in 2003, between 2000 for 10 years, 2003 2013. So yeah,
G4 was cool.
Yeah,
that was good stuff. I remember those days. I was like, whoa, people like video games too. Because I was like, you know what I mean? Internet was like, everybody had dial-up at home.
Yeah.
Dude, there's some good shows in there.
Yeah.
I think they were talking about, there's somebody, I heard something that somebody was trying to do something like that again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I can't remember. It was a while back. It was on, I heard it on Kind of Funny, but. So anyways, guys, speaking of cool shows, we're going to talk about EA Play. We're going to break that down a little bit because there was a lot in there. We're going to talk about this cool suitcase you can get called the PS5. And we're going to talk about the possibility of Warner Brothers game studios being for sale. Or Games Division. We'll say Division, my bad.
Right.
Which, that's a big deal. But we can get to that.
Yeah.
So, Yogomi,
yes.
Did you get to check out EA Play?
I didn't. I missed it. I saw it afterwards, though. I saw...
okay.
I watched like a recap of it on a Game Ranks actually. So,
I tried to watch it, but I was at like it started when I was in the like that. There's that like ledge I get where once I hit that spot at work, I don't have signal for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
It started right when I got to that point. I was like, well, nah, I'll just watch it later. And I'm actually so. I don't know how to explain it. I had different feelings about this, right? So, like, in some ways, I love this show.
Right.
In some ways, I did not love this show. And I think it's the parts I loved, like, okay, crossplay, that's super cool.
Right.
I mean, we heard the term skate.
Right.
That's all we got. Yeah, that's all we got.
But they did have. There's a video on YouTube, the interview of a couple of the guys that are working on it. But they don't really like, they don't go into really anything. They're just kind of like it's in development.
Do you think this is just you think Tony Hawk was just really bad timing for them, or do you think they weren't gonna announce this yet until next year?
I don't know, man. It's been so quiet about it for so long. You know, I didn't think they were even going to make a Skate 4. I thought Sessions was going to fill that space. By the way, I downloaded that demo. I haven't tried it yet. I'll try it tonight.
Not for me.
No.
Oh man, it is. It feels clunky, dude.
Really?
Not really well responsive. It's
Well, good to know. Good to know.
Not to mention, I have terrible. I don't think I actually listen. Confessions, right? I have these quarantine confessions all the time. Okay, I've never played Skate.
What? Okay, so.
But listen, when all those games were coming out, I mean, I would either I didn't have any money,
Oh right,
or my parents didn't have any money.
right, yeah.
So by the time I started having money and they were coming out, I didn't have enough.
Sure.
So.
Well, I know.
Sorry. What the?
I know that.
Everybody.
Like one of the things about Skate was each game just got better and better, right? Plus they had and a lot of, like, again, I mentioned this before, a lot of people like, oh, the soundtrack for Tony Hawk is so good. And I'm like, the soundtrack for Skate, the Skate soundtracks are so super good. Like, I think, again, but I think it's also an era, right? So everybody played Tony Hawk when it came out, and we talked about this. And so it was easy to play because it was very arcadey, whereas Skate is very technical. It's a technical game, just like skateboarding truly is in real life. It's very technical to do like tricks and things like that. So they made it very technical.
I haven't played Skate, so I don't understand when you play. So I'm wondering if it runs the same way. So to steer, you use your triggers.
Oh, no.
And so left thumbstick is your front foot, and right thumbstick is your back foot.
Wait, this is in sessions?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
man.
so to jump, you pull down the right thumbstick and flip the front stick.
Okay, so
and then that's how you like kick flip and but that's how you do it. Like everything is right there. Like you don't move.
Now I'm like, I think you're right. Now I want to, because I know that to do a flip,
what's up,
you you pull back and flip to the left or to the right, or straight up is a normal ollie.
But is that just with one thumbstick?
Kick flip. Yeah, it's a left.
Or are you doing both? So this is both thumbsticks at the same time.
Oh, really?
So if you want to make the board flip, so to pop shove it was like pull down right thumbstick, flip the front or flip the left thumbstick while quarter turning the right thumbstick to make the board pop.
I've got to play this.
Yeah,
now.
It's a lot of work, bro.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to focus all that while trying to hit rails at the same time. I was like, not playing this, dude.
What's
like,
going on, Quentin?
There's a bunch of people coming in the stream, dude. And they were like, "Oh, you just do this." Like, "Oh, go play in this place." I'm like, "This is not fun." I was like, "I like Tony Hawk." I'm like, "Yeah, I see this sessions, bar,
right?"
Yeah.
Dang it! I downloaded the demo and I never played. I should, because I don't have to try it now. I'm curious, because
I mean it's there and it's fun.
Very technical. Skate is very technical, and for some reason hold on, I got a controller right here. So, all right, here's the controller.
But I felt like Skate was more fun, like lighthearted. I don't want to use that word. That's not the word I want.
Wait. So it's the right thumbstick you would do all the tricks, like the flip, the kick flip, pop shove it. Oh man, I'm gonna have to play it. I don't know why it's not coming to me because I'm not seeing it in front of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
You think so? Quentin says Skate 3 is way easier.
So Quentin, have you tried Session? Have you tried the Session demo, Quentin?
I'm not. Here. We were talking about EA, but we're talking about this. This is more important, right?
Right.
But yeah, so like I felt like I watched people not lighthearted. What's the word I want? Like. I don't want to say arcadey either, because that makes it sound way too little. But like it was fun. This session, like everything seems super serious and like simulator.
Yeah.
Like the music was cool. I mean,
I'm seriously like I'm gonna have to.
He's like, I don't know how to play this game. Are you doing it right now?
I'm firing up the Xbox right now because like
he's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna figure this out.
I'm like, I want to see this. I'm like, what? I can't remember which Xbox I downloaded it on. I think it's this one though. But yeah, that's. Now I'm like, I'm so intrigued right now. I'm like super intrigued.
Casual, I like that. Yeah, casual. So now Tony Hawk is like arcade. Skate felt more casual. I'm assuming from what I've watched people play. I don't play it, right?
Okay.
You played it out of the demo. But like Tony Hawk, it's like you're kind of near a rail that like it'll like fly you over to the rail.
Yeah. Tony Hawk was, and then the thing about Skate too is that you could set the difficulties, right? So if you want, you could make it to where it's very easy. If you go towards the rail and you jump towards the rail, it would get you on the rail and you'd be on your way.
Yeah.
Then you make it normal, which is like very like it still kind of gives you some assistance, but it's still a challenge. And then it makes it something where I forget what it's called, but it's called I have less than 2 hours left to play this. What the heck?
Yeah.
It's only a 2-hour trial.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's going on, Junior?
You about got off stream. You're like, I might not have to be on the podcast today. I gotta go play this. I got 2 hours.
No. Since
Wait,
we're on the stream, we got the technology. We have the technology. I can. I said hello to you, Junior. By the way, just wanted to remind you of that since you're saying hey again. Hey, what's up, Maestro? Didn't Tony Hawk have a game that actually came with a board and you stand on? Yeah, didn't he? Wasn't there? I believe there was.
Was that on the Wii? Was that on the Wii when you had the skateboard?
No, I think it was.
Hi, Pirates.
Hey, Pirates. All right, I'm gonna do. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna do easy. I'm checking this out, and I know skate culture well, but no. Well, I'm gonna do default.
So while you're doing that, so Sessions had like a difficulty thing, right?
Right.
Yo,
yeah.
It slapped me, dude. I was on the. I was like, oh, I know how to skateboard games. I got this, bro. Get wrecked. I'm like, all right. We're gonna go to easy. Got wrecked on easy, dude. I was like, I don't even want to play this game anymore. I was like. I just want to jump off buildings and like freaking transfer onto that stuff, but no, we ain't gonna do anything cool. We're just gonna hit these jumps and just eat it.
Well, the cool thing too about Skate is it has the Hall of Meat, where you actually there are actual challenges in the game where you try to hurt yourself as much as possible, so you can literally like launch off of like a overpass off of the freeway, and then you're try to get as much damage as possible, you know. But let's see. All right.
I remember watching people always play where you're like going down the canal. It's like straight down, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's a water something. I don't know what the word I want. And they're bombing down that, and then they end up at a skate park at the bottom of it.
Okay. Yeah.
I just remember watching people.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the push.
You trying to figure it out now?
Yeah, I'm pushing. So this is the same as Skate.
And so was pushed.
So
bro,
I see you.
Yogami's over there eating it right now.
I am totally eating it. I don't know. Oh wait. How do you? Oh, you steer with the triggers. Yeah, this is. Whoa, this is.
Isn't that weird? It's like simulator,
this is
bro.
Weird. Yeah, this is like. I'm so used to how. Why would they make it that you? I don't even know how you jump.
Dude, they tried to turn it into that's what I'm saying, dude, simulator, bro. They went like full simulator on that.
This is not gonna work for me. Because I'm like,
once you kind of get the hang of it, it's kind of fun. You're like, I could see why it would be fun, but yeah, like 5 was in there with me, and we were just laughing because like if you hit anything, dude, you just eat shiz, dude.
What's
like
funny too is how your body falls.
It's like you're dead. You're like, oh dear.
It's like that's the thing about Skate too is when you fall, sometimes you'll just trip and stumble. It has all these different ways that you fall that are a bit more realistic, and then sometimes you just straight eat it. But yeah, this is weird, man.
You like stub your toe, and it's like you just like got ran over by a truck. You're like, oh dear.
Yeah, I'll have to get used to the. Oh wait. Oh my God.
So let's talk a little bit more about this EA Play breakdown.
Okay.
So Skate was in there. It was we'll just say it was in there. That was it.
Okay.
Like it was like and they did it like right towards the end. You were like, yeah, that's cool, and then you were like, oh, we're not even gonna get like little like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think they've probably even started on it. That's what I think.
That's why I think that they had this planned. Maybe recently it was getting planned.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, a month ago, Tony Hawk's like, yo, we're remastered Tony Hawk, and they're like,
whoa,
oh shiz, now we have to say something.
Now we got to say something. What's going on, Big Papa, in the chat?
Because I guess I've been.
No, they saw Tony Hawk and panicked. Yeah, that could be. I mean, but people have been asking for a skate game for a while, so.
Yeah, a lot of people say anytime that EA posts anything in the comments, like 60 to 70% of the comments all say skate.
Yeah. A lot of people have been asking for skate.
For everything. Not just like you play watching FIFA, and that's like the comments are like skate. You're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Man. So, some cool things that happen at EA Play. The first thing they come out the door with, Apex Legends.
Yeah.
Not where I thought it was going to go, but it was still really cool.
Yeah.
To an extent.
I don't know.
So crossplay, yeah, that's let's be real. If you play a console and you play against somebody on PC, they have an advantage of it on you.
It's over. Yeah.
Every time. I mean, unless they're terrible, but they have the frames, they have everything better than you.
Aiming, you can 180 like a fraction of a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. And then they're like, oh, with crossplay, we're also going to have the Switch version. You're like, can you imagine some poor Switch kid playing against a PC guy? That game's not going to look very good on the Switch. We already know that. It's going to look, it's going to work.
Yeah, it'll work. But Josh says, if you play Apex on PC with a controller, you get real heavy aim assist. True, but it is also easier to it's easier to aim on PC. That's why you don't need aim assist.
I like what Lupo said, though. Yes, it sucks, but people still do it.
Yeah.
People still play it. Still play it on the Switch, like the Fortnite. Makes a good point. I believe Fortnite has a mode where unless you... sorry. I was reading that, and then I totally lost focus. But there's a mode Fortnite when you're playing on the Switch where you can, like, if you don't set up or activate crossplay, you just play other people on Switch and people on mobile.
Oh, okay. That's what I was going to say. Is there an option to not be on crossplay? Like, I only want to play people on Xbox, or I only want to play people on Switch, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's a good option to have.
Yeah. So... I don't know, we'll see. There were some cool things they talked about. They showed all the new stuff with crypto and like kind of cool, but you know, is what it is. It looked cool. Yeah. Sims 4. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was kind of, I won't say dry, but it was just like, here it is, and now it's over. It was like, they're like, hey, we're coming to Steam. Which this is all cool. So I should have said this too. So with a lot of these EA games not leaving the Origin launcher, but also going to be on Steam launcher, allowing more people to play, which is better in my opinion. And I get people wanting to have their own launchers. They have control over everything, but it's just how the system works, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen people attack Epic for their launcher. They're like, I don't want to use Epic launcher. You're like, it's the launcher, but
you still got to play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's another one. So we say, I mean, I don't know why I don't have that in the notes, but Battlefield was also coming to Steam, which is cool. So I'm pretty sure almost all these games. They did some other cool things. Oh, sorry. With Sims 4, also they're doing new content, recognize the LGBTQ plus community soon, which is cool.
Yeah.
I'm all for inclusion, and everybody needs to have their representation in video games.
Absolutely.
And regardless of who you are, what you do, what you believe, and what you don't. They did some cool stuff. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Xbox got attacked for this like crazy, so bringing in indie stuff.
Oh yeah.
So EA's publishing a couple indie games, which I thought was cool. This one, It Takes Two. I don't know if you looked at this one. It actually looked pretty cool.
Yeah, actually.
This is where like his parents are having a divorce, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's about that one, yeah. And so he's like, I don't know if it was dreaming or how he was doing it, but imagining them, and then they're all working together to go through this stuff. And looks cool. It's from Hazelight Studios. It says it's a co-op adventure platformer set in a dark setting. The game's coming to consoles and PC in 2021. I'm going to add one thing in real quick when I talk about this stuff. So, didn't it feel like they didn't say anything about like next gen really? Like they didn't, you know what I mean? Like they just they talked about what they like what they have Apex, Sims, Squadron, and Squadron. They haven't said anything about it going to the next generation, anyways.
Right.
They've been quiet about that. It's just I don't know. It's kinda weird. Another game was Lost in Random. Yo, I was watching it. I was like, okay, cool. A new indie game from another EA Originals team. Zoink Games will bring their Nightmare Before Christmas-like game to consoles and PC next year. I mean,
yeah,
a little weird, but you know that's an indie game for you. So this one though, this next game, Rocket Arena. This one kind of had me. Yeah, I feel that 5, but don't. So 5 says since both new gen are back compatible.
Oh yeah.
Can you see why they would, or he can see why they wouldn't say anything.
Right.
But I feel like we still have this whole smart delivery.
Yeah.
Talk. Like some games are like, hey, you don't have to pay for your upgraded whatever. You know what I mean? Like going to the next generation. Some are like, you do have to pay for it.
True.
Like GTA. You guys are gonna have to buy GTA again to get the new stuff. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna make us do it so that we can play the GTA Online.
Yeah. What's up, Viper?
Which is, I mean, I get it, but like that game's been out for a long time.
A long time, man.
But like, you know they're gonna sell 5 million copies out the door.
I'm ready for a new GTA.
GTA 6. Just tell us.
Yeah. Or
please.
Remaster Vice City. But no. I'm ready for a new GTA.
Somebody, Cryptic Eric comes in here and he's doing a RP server and he does it on Vice City.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I like Vice City is my favorite one.
Looks sick.
Yeah.
So Rocket Arena, real quick. It says another indie title under the EA Originals banner, a 3v3 Rockets only shooter coming soon. This will be based games as a service in the style of Fortnite and Apex. Dude, I forgot what GAAS meant.
Okay.
Did you get that one? Or were you looking at it? Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
oh yeah, games as a service.
Yeah.
I saw, what's that? Dude, I just forgot what it's called. What was that game? Bleeding Edge.
Oh yeah.
That's what it looked like. It looked like Bleeding Edge, and then I got like a Lawbreakers. Do you remember Lawbreakers?
Yes, Lawbreakers. I do remember that game.
It looked like it looked like, oh my gosh, Bleeding Edge mixed with Lawbreakers. That's what I saw. I was like, well, that's all right. I mean, I'm down. I'll play it. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be cool. We'll see. It's an indie title. We'll see.
Yeah.
This one though.
I wish it was.
Go ahead.
I don't know. It's just I wish it was first person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Wait, is it first person or is it second?
I mean, you might be able to switch to first person. You know what I mean?
Okay, I do see some screenshots that are first person. So yeah.
Sub Ludicrous.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Josh. Sorry. That was funny. Okay. Now this game. Oh, speaking of first person, Yogomi. Star Wars Squadrons.
Ho ho ho.
Will only be first person.
Yes, that's the way it should be. I know
you
a
are
lot of
in
people,
the cockpit the whole time.
That's how it should be. I know a lot of people like to see the ship, and I get that. I totally get that. I totally like looking at the ship as you're flying, and
yeah,
it makes sense. Like you want to see it, but I think the proper way, you know, the more realistic, like really being in the game, is being inside the cockpit, which I'm super excited about.
Okay, but vibe with me here, okay? Okay, so let's read this real quick, and then I want to point this out. So you'll create 2 pilots under the Empire New Republic. From there, you can play online in 5v battles or through a campaign, which is cool. So it means you can co-op campaign The game will be set after Return of the Jedi. The entire game can be played in VR on PC in addition to PSVR.
Yeah.
The game releases October 2nd, 2020. First person in a spaceship
Yeah.
in VR, is gonna mess some people up. Dude,
Yeah.
I don't even like VR that much. Like I get in there, I'm like I can't see. I'm like my eyes are getting all dizzy. I'm like I don't like this.
Yeah.
Some games I can handle, but
yeah, I'm just not there yet with VR. I'm just not.
do you imagine trying to sit there on your couch and you're doing like VR and you try to do barrel rolls in
I'm
a
not
spaceship?
gonna lie. I'm kind of intrigued though because okay, here's the thing. Okay, now vibe with me. Okay.
Okay.
So most of
I'm
the
ready.
VR games that we play, right, like Beat Saber or any kind of shooting games or things like that. There was one that I cannot remember the name of it. It's a VR game where you're like a hawk or something in a city, and you got to fly and take out another. I forget what it is. It was a really cool VR game. But anyway, you're always like, you know what I mean. You're always moving around. But if you're in a cockpit, you're in this cockpit and you're only looking around so you can see people around you. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to move your hands or anything to point and shoot. You're always going to be, your hands, everything's going to be stationary except for where you're looking. Like if you need to look behind you, whatever. So you're not, you don't have to probably move your whole body and everything to do it. I think that might have a different feel. Because you're sitting.
I'm sure they're going to work on something because, man, that's going to F some people up, man. Like, dude, I get in there and be like, you can get people playing, just start throwing up. They're like,
I'm surprised. It seems like there's a lot of VR games now, and it seems like they would have already made somebody sick, though, because there's some stuff like.
I've heard Half-Life Alyx. Some people can only play it for like 15 minutes, and they're done.
Really?
They're like, "Oh, I can't handle." Yeah, because there's that. So there's the ability where you can like walk around, like, but then there's an ability. It's like you could disable it or enable it where you like phase.
Right.
So you move up to the next spot, so you don't have to like sit there going around. But yeah, dude, I've heard that messes people up.
Yeah. Yeah. I know a lot of people get motion sickness just from regular games that aren't VR. Like when I would play, I used to stream Forza Horizon 4. And there's a streamer that she would come into my chat quite a bit, and she's like, I can't watch for too long because just watching you play the game. And I always from inside the car, but I'm from the view where you can see the windshield and the hood. She said that makes her motion. It gives her motion sickness. So, yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I'm getting the game either way for Xbox. I don't care.
Oh, I'm definitely getting it.
We're gonna play the heck out of that game. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
So I'm buying that game. I've convinced a bunch of people to buy it too. I'm like, no, we're getting this. We're gonna get squads. There's gonna be like a ranked mode they're gonna have to put in this, dude. It's gonna get intense.
Yeah.
So yeah, once again, the game comes out October 2nd.
October 2nd.
2020. 5v5 battles. Campaign co-op.
So good. I can't wait.
So 5-player co-op.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
Look, see, 11. Pirates is gonna buy it too. See, we're moving up.
All right. So you're gonna take the chance, Pirates, for motion sickness. I applaud your courage.
I don't know what it is, but I'm down. And it's only what they say, $40. Yeah, $40.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
and who knows? You know, they may have. This seems like something that they could actually start adding to. Like they could have the Hoth battle. They could have the Battle of Naboo. They could have all these different battles that they add in later if they're not in there in the beginning of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sorry, I had to type something down. I forgot a major news story that I didn't write down.
What's that?
We'll get to it.
Okay.
We'll get to it next. Okay. Let me read this next one. So then there was another thing they called it Next Level EA. It says EA launched a new site to detail how FIFA and Meta 21 will evolve on next-gen platforms. And I also think they kind of need to make a site because everything's really confusing right now. Because there is no sports.
Right.
So left from this unannounced left from this announcement was UFC 4 and NHL 21. And it says you can assume it'll be sometime before we hear about the next UFC game. In addition to that, we can conclude NHL 21 will not support next-gen consoles updates. So they're not going to, update it. But
Right.
and I think a lot of this is all based on, like I said, COVID. I think COVID's been messing things up
Yeah.
a lot.
That's why I
mean,
was
obviously
saying
has,
last week
but-
what it will. That's why I was at when we were talking about the consoles releasing. I was like, are they going to release by,
From what I heard, they are super on track.
Okay,
The
that's
last
good to
thing we
know.
heard, like Xbox is ready to go. I mean, we've already seen a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I wanted to go to that one next. I had it written in the notes, and that's a really good one to go into next. But I wanted to mention this one because we kind of got right there on talking about dates. And I feel like this one's better.
Uh-oh.
So CD Projekt Red delayed Cyberpunk
Delayed
2077
Cyberpunk.
again.
To November, right?
To November.
Yeah.
2 more months. Was it November 19th? I don't remember what day it is.
Yeah.
Let me check it out. Somebody will tell us in the chat. It's whatever. But it's, November. Crazy.
November. Yeah.
And so like you said, people are saying, like Pyrox is saying, I'm not mad.
Yeah. Hey, Dizzy
Because
Monster.
their excuse. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying hi to Dizzy Monster in chat. What's going on?
My bad. I kept going. I was like,
No, it's good.
I was trying to let you get it in, and I was like,
Mainly Chip says 19th. Yeah, so you were right.
the 19th. So basically, they had good reasons, though, right? They're saying that the reason why they're doing it is because they want to make the game perfect.
Yeah.
Not just good, they want to make it perfect.
They've got to live up to the hype. It's
Because
been hyped up like crazy.
I mean, we talk about games that didn't live up to the hype that they built on themselves. Anthem.
Oh my gosh. I'm like I've always said, I had my doubts.
Ooh.
I had my
Right, there's
doubts.
another one.
Yeah.
76. Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah, and that game's got years on years of hype now, and it's just this big old freaking hype wave about to slam on them, and they're like, let's just move it back a little bit. We don't want to get this. When I think about it, like with their delay though, the 18th Yogomi of November, cutting it a little close
Think so?
to console releases.
Oh yeah. Very close.
And when I say cutting it close, I mean I'm about positive they're slamming it right on either PlayStation or Xbox's days. I think it's
so?
like almost to the T that they're hitting the days on.
But
So, yeah, I saw that one, Chip. Go
Maybe that's strategic. So then you have a game at launch, like sort of like a launch game.
What if? Oh my gosh! I know it didn't happen, but I'm saying, what if PlayStation was like, "Hey, we don't have any games at launch. Here's $20 million.
Yeah,
right?
so
just
we
push
could
the date
say
back
that.
2 months.
Yeah,
It'd be cool.
exactly. Yeah.
I don't think that's what happened.
No,
but-
probably not.
I mean, you'll talk about business moves, man. Like PlayStation's not gonna have that's a lot because all their big stuff's coming out right now.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like what we just had just yesterday. Yeah, I had to like look over at the date. I was like, what is the date? Oh yeah, yesterday. The Last of Us 2 came out. That's its own story. But we're an Xbox podcast, so we're not gonna go too far into that
Exactly.
one. Because that's its own story
I mean,
too.
we still gotta know what's going on. You know, I mean, we still have to be.
if you're cool, I'll just say just a little bit of it. So Last of Us 2 is destroying right now Metacritic.
Yeah.
Like a 96, 97,
Yeah.
95, somewhere in there. It keeps bouncing around.
I downloaded
But it's
it.
getting review bombed like I don't know if I've seen a game do it this bad,
really
this hard. It's the number just keeps going up. People are just
Wow.
going in there review bombing. It's like a 3.3 last time I checked. It's probably lower now.
Oh man.
It's and it's because so there's a couple different things that are with it that people are saying are wrong or quote unquote they're not happy about. And well, I mean, you know what's gonna happen, right? It has you play as lesbian characters, right? So you're
Right.
playing as Ellie, and she's
Right. Oh, is that what
dating
people
the
have a
girl
problem
now.
with?
Yeah, so people have a lot of problem with that. They're like, oh, they have to bring this in here. And then there's also another thing, but I don't want to say the spoiler. I'm not gonna play it, but I love to get all the spoilers from these things. And so it's funny too, because remember the big spoiler that everybody said was leaked and stuff?
Right.
That happens in like the first 4 hours of the 15-hour game.
Yeah.
My wife's cooking something. It smells really good. I just got a major whiff of it.
I was watching Ms. Z in Australia play a part of it, and I came in on that part. So
you're like, oh.
Dang it. I know. I was like, I was going to play this, and I was like, and oh my gosh.
And so 5, a lot of people too. People are bombing it just because of what they're hearing other people say about it.
Yeah. By the way, she was bawling on stream, by the way. Bawling.
Like that part?
She was crying so hard.
I mean, their relationship is so their relationship's so good in that game, dude.
I love Miss Z, but I came in on her stream and she was just like waterworks. And she was like, and she was like, oh my God, I can't believe that. Hey, what's up, Mr. Jizak? I can't believe I'm crying. She goes, now I don't want to play the game anymore. So she actually stopped playing the game because she was just so upset. Which is kind of cool. Again, you want games to make you feel that emotion. You know, like,
yep.
That's what, I personally think a game has done its job if it's got her crying on stream. It's done.
Got you that invested that it is emotionally attacking you.
Yes.
You're like, no, stop, please.
I hope she's not mad at me for calling her out. I will confess that I talked to her about her on podcast, but she knows I love her. She's awesome. She's in Australia.
She'd probably think it was cool. Yeah. She'd be like, oh, that was cool. I forgot to credit the people that I got all that EA stuff from. So I got it from lordsofgaming.net. They do a podcast as well called the Iron Lords Podcast, which is actually really good, but listen, people complain the same. We do long podcasts when we go like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Bro, those guys do 3 hours to like 4 hours every time.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And they do it with guests too. I'm like, man, you guys are wild.
That's a long edit.
You should definitely, if you haven't checked them out, you guys should check them out. Like, they flow crazy well together. It's just funny. Like, one time they brought in these PlayStation guys. Oh, man, dude. It was so funny, dude. They were, like, yelling at each other. I was loving it. But it's all love, like, when they yell at each other. But
yeah.
The next thing, so you get a PlayStation. The next thing I want to talk about, this new suitcase that Sony's developing. It's wild, bro. It just doesn't have any wheels. No, I'm just kidding. That's super mean. It's not that bad. It's big. It's huge. It's like the biggest console we've ever seen.
I've never seen a console this big.
Yeah. It's the guy's holding it up and it's like the size of his torso.
It looks like it's 2 feet tall. Like when he's holding it, it looks like it looks like 2 rulers tall. That's what it looks like.
But maybe he's just a little like Chinese dude, because that's what it looks like. It's all like 3 Chinese dudes. I don't know.
I think they're Japanese. It's Sony, so.
Oh, my. Regardless, yeah, but it just still makes a good point. Are they gonna sell casters like you can buy the wheels for your Mac? You know what I'm saying?
True.
Your Mac Pro, so
which are
buy those casters,
also
$500
expensive.
Yeah, $500 for 4 wheels if you're down.
Yeah.
I think it's more than that actually, but whatever.
They're expensive. Yeah, they're crazy expensive.
Yogomi, do you have room for that on your desk?
For what?
That PlayStation 5?
No. I was like when I was rewatching the podcast last week, I was again asking myself the question that I asked last week. I was like, where am I going to put this thing? Like, I'm looking at my desk. And the thing is the way that my desk is set up, it's not like it's crazy cluttered or anything. Like, everything is in its place. It's organized. Everything is, but I'm still like, that thing is huge. So, I mean, I guess here's the thing too. Here's also the thing, because I guess if I'm going to be putting the PlayStation 5 here, the PlayStation 4 is going to go somewhere else. Probably either on the gaming shrine wall, or maybe it'll go in my bedroom for.
Yeah, but in order for it to take up that spot, you're going to have to get rid of your Xbox and your PlayStation to make it fit there.
That's the thing, but it looks like the Xbox is not going to fit anyway because Xbox is tall. So the Xbox.
Do you have the Xbox standing up or what?
My Xbox right now, the Xbox X is laying down flat.
Chip, send me that. Send me that link real quick.
Do you guys?
I believe it's 2 inches taller. 2.5 inches taller.
I'm a console. I prefer console, Mr. Jizak. I just prefer console.
And I'm both.
Yeah.
But I like playing more on my console because that's where I'm invested.
Yeah.
And so.
I don't know. I mean, it looks like I may have space for it, but
Yeah.
because I mean the Xbox. I actually have. So what I did buy is I bought a little. It's this little platform that has little legs on it.
Yeah.
So I can put the Xbox down on the floor on top of it, so it's not sitting right on the floor. It's actually lifted up.
Okay. Well, if you're listening to the podcast, you're not going to see this, but I'm going to show this real quick to the people that are watching it live, right?
You can send me the video. I can put it in the podcast.
Here is this. This shows you. Is it going? I can't even tell. Did it go? No, it's not going, is it? I can't tell. No, why is it not working? Now my stuff's not working. That's great. Okay, cool. Cool. My Stream Deck doesn't want to do me a solid right now, I guess. Okay, cool. Well, let me click on it manually because I have a Stream Deck for a reason, right? So that it does that for me. I'm not doing it for me right now. Okay. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
That thing is the size of that guy's torso.
Yeah. It is literally the size of his torso. That is
goodness.
Huge. Yeah.
Oh wait, we're not streaming really Xbox right now. That's awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, body armor. You just strap that thing to your chest. It'll catch bullets. Oh, we got the good guesses of the PS5. So they're comparing it. I like some of these things. So sorry, I'm looking at them right now. But when they compare it, yeah, it's substantially taller than the Series X. Like, I think 2 inches is not doing justice on there. I think maybe 3 or 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's, man. Yeah. It's a good size, but whatever. It is what it is.
It's gonna be tall. It's gonna be tall.
Yeah.
I mean, we could see him holding it right there. It's gonna be tall.
So yeah, just we can talk about price. We talk about price every single stream, anyways. So
yeah.
I still think since they dropped 2 consoles, it's gonna be $499 and $449.
Yeah.
And and the reason why we could say say a PC with those qualities on them is gonna cost a lot more, but the people that made that PC are not gonna get money from the games that they're selling.
Right.
Like Nvidia's not. It's just it's not the same. So like Xbox is gonna make all their money off of services.
Right.
You guys both sent me the same link at the exact same time. That was wild. Just still a chip. I was like, what the heck? We got both. I was like, well, there they are. So, yeah, it's big, but it's gonna be cool. I think I still think it looks cool. It's growing on me a little bit more, but man, every time I see how big it is, I'm just like,
yeah, it is big.
Like, I hope they sell wall mounts. Can I mount that on my wall with I'm gonna need 3-inch freaking anchors to put in my wall, but it is what it is. I
was watching YouTuber Marcus Brownlee, and even he said he's not getting the version with the optical drive. I'm not either. I'm gonna get the all digital version.
Yeah. Well, and there's gonna be a lot of people mad about that, the digital version coming out, because now I've heard this rumor. You ready? I got another. I'm good. I'm all over the place with rumors, right? So say PlayStation 5 comes out at actually $550. Say they overshoot Xbox,
right? But
then they go $100 cheaper than that for that console. So that way they're promoting everybody to buy the digital edition. Because if you buy a digital edition, you're paying for that whole game and you're not going anywhere. Right. You're not going to go sell your games.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So, Mr. Jizek says, I stream, so I have a streaming PC. Technically, I have a dual PC setup. So, as do I, Mr. Jizek. Even though when I stream, I actually have PCs or Macs specifically for streaming. I have a few of them, actually. There's one back there and this one. So, but I also invest in the computers for different things. So it gets multiple use. But Yeah, I don't know. Thanks for the auto host. You like hardcore? What's up, Offset Juicy? What's going on? I
That's
just see
fair.
you come in. Yes, I do record and produce music. That's on a whole different computer back here, the one that you see here in the screen. So that's back there.
On his
So
5th PC setup. Or Mac setup, sorry.
6. There are 6.
Oh my goodness.
Not including, that doesn't include my work laptop.
And you have another laptop too for your bots.
Yeah, that's the Windows laptop on the floor. That's just all that does is run Mix It Up. That's all it does.
That's fair. You know, it's what it is.
It's a studio I'm running here.
If you need it for work, you need it for work.
I need it for the stuff that I do.
So you can be happy. You prefer physical copies over digital copies? Listen, I love digital copies and I love physical copies. I'm lazy. I want to take the easy way out. I want to play a game, especially with this new stuff for the Xbox, the Smart Shift.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, boop, just pop over what game I want whenever I want to.
I think for me, I love physical copies too. Don't get me wrong, but eventually it just starts piling up around here. And if you know how my studio is, I have enough stuff in here as it is. So I'm not really looking to just start stacking game boxes up when I can just get the same experience digitally.
Yeah,
and that's just me. And I do like having the physical games. I like seeing the artwork. But it's a situation where it's just a matter of room and space.
Yeah. Man, I wish Lupo was here. He'd be really fun to be in this conversation. This next conversation, this is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the next story we're gonna talk about from VentureBeat. So once again, guys, all these stories, we're gonna put the links in the comments so you guys can see them. So big news coming out of video games if it actually happens. So it says AT&T is offering its Warner Bros. Interactive division up for sale. According to a CNBC report, as well as our own reporting, citing unnamed sources, CNBC said Friday that potential bidders, including Take-Two Interactive, Electronic Arts, and Activision Blizzard, if this sale happens, to be a major change for Hollywood and its relationship with the industry. I'm going to kind of speed through all this. So Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment has 10 game studios. Okay? They make games such as Harry Potter, Lego, Mortal Kombat, Batman Arkham, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot. Oh, what are the studios? Here we go. I have the studios right here too. I forgot to wrote them down. So TT Games, Rocksteady, NetherRealm, Monolith, WB Games Boston, Avalanche Studios, Playdemic, WB Games Montreal, WB Games San Francisco. I'm just gonna say San Diego. And yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. So according to the rumors as well, they're asking $4 billion.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be way more than that. I got that, dude. Let's go halves on it, bro.
Dang, bro. I mean, that's a good investment, actually.
It is.
Well, so that's peanuts for all of us, right? And so a lot of these games, right? We got Batman. You have all the Mortal Kombat. Those are huge. Mm-hmm. The new Harry Potter game that's supposed to be coming out soon, quote unquote. I think alone, the Legos are.
Yeah.
How much money do you think they make off Legos?
Yeah, so many people play.
They're not mainstream media. Like that's not what the big people are talking about. But everybody buys those for their kids.
Lots of people do.
Not to mention those games are freaking cool, man.
Yeah. Well,
but just says Lego's probably the biggest franchise there. I think it's probably pretty close with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's pretty huge because you get more of the adult people playing that. And Batman Arkham is nothing to scoff at either. That was huge.
You're not wrong. Yeah, the Batman games were awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Oh, also Golf Clash is in there as well.
And
have you played that?
I haven't.
Oh, that was fun. I know me and Chip played it. Bobo played it. We all played a bunch of that.
What's that like? What's it like?
You're playing golf, but it's just like you just take turns with shots and you just play mobile, and it's like matches you with random people. There's like a huge. No, they make a ton of money. I know they make a ton of money off that game. Mr. Jizak, like that game, they selling the different balls, the different clubs, the upgrades and stuff, just so you can be the best. I don't want to talk about how much I probably spent on it, but that's not important.
Yeah, but this last part though,
Which one?
this year it's launching Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker.
Oh, Lego Star Wars
Saga.
Skywalker Saga.
Yeah, so that's cool.
I think some games, Mr. Jizak, can make more than a console.
Yeah,
I would say Clash of Clans made so much money, I don't even think they knew what to do with it. I've heard about like Words with Friends actually made a ton of money due to advertisements.
So, yeah, so many people played that game back. I mean, I don't know anybody who still plays it, but back in the day, people were playing that game like crazy. I played it. It, you know.
They still don't know what to do. Yeah, ad revenue and in-store purchases, and the market's so much huge. How many people have consoles and how many people have phones? Everybody's got a phone. And most of the people that play games on their phone don't consider themselves gamers.
Right.
Right.
They're
like, oh, I'm not a gamer. It's true. Allie plays like all these little games on the. She's like, I'm not a gamer though. I'm like, you play that thing more than I play my Xbox. I don't give me that.
Yeah. I think my mom plays games on her iPad more than I play games.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, right? PUBG Mobile made them more money. They made more money on PUBG Mobile than they made on the actual PUBG. Same with Black Desert Online. When BDO Mobile came out, they put almost all their focus went over to mobile because they realized they're like, it's just printing money.
Yeah. Man.
You think it's decimating in Korea? Well, Hearthstone made a ton of money though, Drusilla. They could have done more, I think, if they would have just put out Diablo 4 or 3 on mobile and just called it good instead of trying to make their own game. But anyways, so I mean that was a good discussion. I like that discussion.
It was really good. I'm excited for a lot of stuff coming though. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
What I mean, like what a year for us to start a podcast. Like, let's be real. They spreading out all this news. Like, okay, we don't have E3. That's super sad. I would have loved to go to E3 and like interview people and stuff. But like, let's spread out news.
Super ironic too, being that we're all kind of on lockdown, the pandemic and everything, and things have kind of sort of come to a halt as far as like, you know, more social type events and things like this. But yeah, it's still very exciting.
It's true. It's fun. And it's just gonna get better, bro. Mm-hmm. It's just gonna get better. Xbox show. Oh, please, Xbox. If I know you're probably not listening to us, and that's fine. But if by some weird chance one of you sitting here, somebody that works there's listening, and they're like, "Oh, these guys might be up to something," please just give us Halo gameplay.
Yeah,
that's all we need.
Yeah, it's true.
I like what 5%. Blizzard didn't need to do mobile. They needed to say that they were dropping Diablo 4 sometime this year.
Yeah.
And then just made it go to mobile.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. They could have put Diablo 1 on mobile and people would have been fine. Diablo 2 was a great game. Supposedly they're making a remake of that, a remaster, I've heard.
We were actually talking about that, Mr. Jizak, is that we're hoping, again, it's 2020, or will be 2021 soon, that these games do run on 60 FPS on the new gen, at least, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I forgot this story too. We could talk about it, but my gosh, dude, how did I forget his name? What's the guy with the beard? That does the. Oh my gosh, I'm lost. I'm losing words.
The guy with the beard, Santa?
Yes, the guy with the beard from Xbox.
Oh,
he was on all the shows. He's like on everything. I cannot remember his name.
And
I've heard him on
we were just talking about him a couple podcasts ago.
Dude, I bring up his name all the time.
All the time.
I'm such a bad person. No, it's not Aaron. I don't even know who that is. Oh my gosh,
he did the video with what's his name we were talking about on the podcast. I forget what you're talking about.
He was just on IGN Unlocked, but no, he's head of the Series X development, like creating the Xbox basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I feel somebody will figure it out. And they'll say it in there, but the beard guy. That's what we'll call him. The beard guy, the most epic beard guy.
Oh wait, okay. Jason
Jason Ronald.
Jason Ronald. Yeah.
Thank you, Drusilla. And Yogomi caught it at the exact same time. You both were like clicking. Yes, Jason Ronald. So he was on IGN's Unlocked podcast. That's the Xbox podcast they do. And he talked a lot about doing the backwards compatibility stuff.
Oh,
and why smart delivery was so important. And Blair is knocking on my door behind me. I can hear her, and she's also yelling through the door. But yeah, so they talked a lot about how backwards compatibility and how they're they're basically going to create a way where old games, say like your 360 games or your Xbox One games, when you go play them on your Series X, the way that they're making their velocity architecture and everything working, you're going to be able to have like 60 frames per second on most of those games.
Oh, right.
Games that were originally designed at 30 will be able to go to 60.
Right.
And then games that did not have HDR support, or HDR wasn't even invented, will be able to have HDR support.
That's cool.
That's wild. Oh, hey, remember how you kept going AFK and like you haven't done it so far?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I fixed it. I just deleted the AFK channel. I was like, why do I even have this? I was like, just gonna get rid of this thing.
There you go.
Well, we don't. So she's like, the thing is, dude, we don't know. Like, PlayStation is so quiet about everything. Like, maybe PlayStation will have something similar to it, but
maybe,
like,
we don't
they're
know.
they're barely putting names to backwards compatibility games. They're like, we're gonna have like a little over 100 at launch. Like, Xbox has been we'll call them the founding fathers of this backwards compatibility, pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they haven't announced it though, so we don't know. So you got me.
Yes.
That part of the show where we talk about the game we played this week.
Yes.
So we did change it up. Normally we do a Game Pass game.
Yes.
Because that's what we do. We talk about Game Pass because that's what we really kind of made the podcast for.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't play a Game Pass game this week because on Games with Gold there was a game that we wanted to play, and so we did play it.
Yes.
And it was Destroy All Humans.
Yeah.
The OG Xbox version.
OG. So OG, in fact, that when you download the game and you start it up, it actually has the old Xbox startup animation. Yeah, like that weird light laser thing. And then and the X anime, I was like, oh my God. And it didn't occur to me that it was Xbox until I saw that. And because I was thinking, we're playing an Xbox 360 game. Like, whoa, 2005? That's when this game came out as Xbox? Oh my gosh, yeah.
Dude. Okay, just initial impressions. You turn this game on, you start playing it. What do you think?
Well, it was just funny to me. Like, I kind of knew about it. Like, I kind of knew about like the humor of it, but I didn't realize it was like this, you know.
Like dry,
super
humor.
dry, very
like it's funny though. Like,
yeah, there were a lot of tropes too, like a lot of like common tropes, you know, of like, first of all, you know, being in like only around hillbilly people because those are the only people that seem to get probed.
Well, you go to the city, the next area
eventually you do, but you start out in the city, or you start out in
He's like, they're like, the people in this new area are a lot smart, or new village,
right?
You called it.
Yes,
a lot more advanced than the other people.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, but like the one-liners, the comedy, the whole thing, and say I'm a fan of the movie Mars Attacks anyway. Yeah. So out of all like the dark humor, like alien attack type movies, I think that's the best one. I think actually there's a bunch of other ones that are just really silly and dumb, but that one's funny. And this reminded me of it, except for obviously the aliens speak English, so you can understand what they're saying. They're not going ack 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 like the other ones were, but yeah. And like didn't like the main, what's his name? Why do I keep remembering his name?
The person that you talk to.
The main guy, we found out he does the Pox was his name, but he's the voice of Invader Zim.
Yes.
And then the other guy, he's just a voiceover guy, but he sounded like he sort of sounded like Jack Nicholson. You notice that? Sort of like had a Jack Nicholson sound. But But yeah, I thought it was funny. I know. I thought it was, and I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was I think my first thing when I got in, I was just like, whoa. I was like, this game has definitely been upgraded.
Right. Just that opening scene where it shows a spaceship in space, like like the detail. I'm like, because when you first started, did you think it was going to be 640 by 480?
I thought it was going to be terrible.
Well, yeah, because I saw
like,
black
oh,
on the
man,
sides.
this
It's
will be a
like,
hard one.
oh, it's not going to be widescreen, you know. But then it came on, and I was like, whoa. And I was like, gee, has this been upgraded? Because this looks really good. But
But it's funny because they didn't touch the bubbles, the text bubbles.
Yeah.
They like left them at original quality.
A lot of the graphics
you were
are
like,
still pixelated, yeah.
like, yeah, this is not that great of a looking game.
That actually intrigues me. I'm curious now because I mean, Archie Boy, thank you so much for the follow. Was it upgraded? Was it?
I would assume they did something. They had to have, because there's no way that game should look like that.
No way, not like that on a current system. On a current gen system?
That just takes us right into graphics. How'd you feel about the graphics?
I thought the graphics were great. I mean, again, this is 2005 when this came out. You know,
you can only do so much
years ago, right? So for what you could do for the type of game it was, I thought the graphics were great. I mean, for what you know what I mean. You gotta put it in perspective. The type of game it was, the whole premise of the game and what it was about, I thought the graphics were great. And then I can take myself back to 2005 and go, man, this is actually really good, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought they were great for the time.
I'm going to say great as well.
Yeah.
I like what Pyrotic said. He says that game had such weird camera angles when you're flying in the saucer.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you even aim? Just turn and it shoots, I guess.
Yeah,
it felt like nothing was working. I was like, I just shoot, I guess.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure that out as well.
It had some very tedious things to it.
Yeah,
it did. As well. So I guess I can go right into story. So with the story, I mean, it was there.
It's your basic alien attacks and wants to take over the world type of thing. That's basically what it was. You know, like I said, there are tropes throughout the whole game.
And then they're better than us at everything, and that's pretty much what they stated. That's funny.
Much,
I was like,
yeah.
Gameplay. How'd you feel the gameplay?
I like the gameplay. You know, it was good. I don't know if it was great, but it was good. I mean, I had fun. You know, I didn't want to be like, okay, I'm done with this. No, I was like, okay, this is fun. And then I found myself kind of doing the extra stuff, like the side missions, or trying to find the probes. You know, you could find those hidden probes that are. I found myself doing that. You know, and I think, you know, if a game can like entice me to do that extra stuff, I think it's good. You know. But I wouldn't say great, because it's sort of like there's nothing. Again, 2005, so you know there wasn't anything that was new. You know, but at the same time, it's. I definitely would say it's not my type of game, because it is totally my type of game. You know.
Yeah. Yes. It's like all of it. It was like it. I don't know. It felt clunky and it felt old.
Yeah.
With the new skin.
Yeah.
And you were like, wow, we don't use these mechanics anymore. I was like, oh.
But I did like how they gave you all these different options, right? Like, how do you use the options? How do you scan someone to take over their appearance, right? Or use this laser, or read their mind, or hypnotize them, or make their head explode so you can take their DNA, you know? Yep. All that in the 4-button layout. Somehow they figured out how to combine buttons and triggers to make it happen. So I like how they did that. I'll give them props on how they figured out how to do that, you know, to map all those features and those abilities, you know.
So are you going to go back to that game?
I am, actually. I'm going to play it.
It felt good.
I liked it.
It was a good feeling game. I was just like, wow, this is kind of fun, though.
Yeah.
And just to hear the humor.
The humor is fun with
like,
the things that they say.
Around town. Yeah, you can just walk around town and read people's minds.
Yeah.
And you're like,
some of the stuff that they say, you're like, whoa. It's like, it's some of the things you say, especially in certain, at the era that I think it was in. It's like, good thing that's in their head, because, you know. But hey, what's going on, J Dog? Good to see you.
J Dog.
But yeah, it was definitely we'll go back and play it. Definitely play it again. Yeah.
So what would you give this game overall then?
Overall, I give it a great overall. I think for the type of game it is, the story like it was. If you really think about it, I can't think of many other games that are like this. You know what I mean? Again, it's a tried and true story. Aliens come down, they try to take over the Earth, and you throw some comical stuff. And there's been movies, tons of 80s, 90s movies about this stuff. It's been done. Heck, what was that movie, Paul, that had Sean? What's his name? Shaun of the Dead. Simon Pegg. I mean, there's always something like this. It's an old story that's been told, but I can't think of another game that's like this. You know what I mean? I think of other games that are comical like it, but I liked it. Yeah, I own that movie actually, Paul. Yeah,
that is the name of a game. Mr. Jizek says, "Did you guys ever play the game
Phantasmagoria?" I didn't play it. I don't think I played it.
Phantasmagoria from 1995.
I didn't play it.
Sounds wild.
Yeah.
So, overall, I'm gonna say great as well. But when we say what would you fix, I think that's all. I mean, I don't think that's fair to say right now, especially with how old it is. But then on top of that, we're getting a remaster.
We are getting a remaster. We talked about it in a few podcasts.
So that's kind of why we picked it. Yeah, because we were like, wow. Yeah. It's just the next one's coming up, so we'll see how that looks.
Yeah. I wonder if that will be on Game Pass.
I don't think so. I don't think THQ Nordic's going to give it away that easy.
That's another logo that I was really excited to see. The THQ logo popping up on the screen that I hadn't seen in so long. Yep. It's very old school.
Speaking of THQ Nordic, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Yeah, that's right.
June 23rd. That's in 3 days. So we didn't talk about a next game yet.
Oh yeah.
So I'm looking at Xbox Game Pass and games that just came out this week on Games Pass. You had The Bard's Tale, Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. But this next one I think would be kind of cool. So it's called West of Dead.
Uh-oh. Sounds...
What happened?
Nothing. Just I was excited about the name of the game.
Oh, you scared me. I was like, what? I was like, did I break something? It looks cool. It looks a lot like the graphic style is man, what was that game we played? Void Bastards.
Yeah. Very vector, sort of a hand drawn and cell shaded. Yeah. Let's do it.
What did I miss?
It's got a 9 out of 10 on Steam, 83% on PC Gamer.
Yeah, looks cool.
96% like the game. Let's do it.
So yeah, guys. So for the next game, we're gonna be playing West of Dead. If you guys are the Patreon, and if you're not in the Patreon, you know where to go, and you could definitely comment on that, and we can be able to read you guys' stuff about how you played on that.
Josh said there's another update for Breakout.
Oh yeah. So Breakout had a new update. It wasn't that great, but the new season started and it's fun. But there's still problems with that game. And I'm worried for it because next week, Crossfire X is having an open beta.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I don't know, you don't know those game stories, but like Crossfire X is basically the OG version of Counter-Strike.
Oh, okay.
And so that's what Breakout is a Counter-Strike clone, but on console.
Oh yeah.
But it feels really good. And don't get me wrong, it feels really good. I love that game, but yeah. So Crossfire is going to be pretty dope. I have a good feeling that they're going to knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
So some games coming out this week. We already said SpongeBob. Assetto Corso Competizione, June 23rd.
I plan on playing that, by the way.
Dude, it looked cool. I was watching some clips on it. I was like,
yeah.
Did you see this game? A Summer with Shiba Inu.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I was like, well,
it's like a dog
that's a weird
game.
one.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, sorry. I just got a text message from my wife. I had to read it. I was like, what? I was like, I'm in trouble. Octonaut, June 24th. Night Call, June 24th. The new Control DLC comes out. The Foundation comes out on the 25th. Tower of Time comes out on the 26th. And Dungeons 3 Complete Collection, June 26th. Oh, yes. And I forgot. Conan Chop Chop. That game looks like... what's the... Oh, my gosh. The Knights game. Castle Crashers. Jeez.
Oh, right.
I'm all over the place with stuff. Yo, you want to hear a cool story, though, about Game Pass?
Yes.
So, my dad is very... he doesn't play a lot of games. Like he does, but it's like he'll play like a game, and that's the game he'll play forever,
Right.
for a long time. He's like, hey, Ace Combat 7, I've been playing that. I was like, whoa, weird story. I've played a bunch of that too. And then I was like, yeah, we had it on the podcast. I was like, and then we talked about it, and he was like, it was like I could have a conversation with my dad about a game that, like,
That's crazy.
I wouldn't have played Ace Combat 7 if it wasn't for this podcast.
Right.
And so it's just weird to me. I was like, oh.
That's cool. Yeah, that's
yeah.
cool. Yes, Wolf and I, we're actually talking about that game earlier in the podcast today. So,
Man, that is all over the place though, trying to read that. Can you read that? Like if you read that out loud in your head, right?
Yes.
I was like, well, I don't think that's right, but sorry. He says, have you seen the game Last Part of Us Part 2? I was like, what is that game? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Last of Us.
Last
Okay.
of Us. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that already.
He slipped another part in there. That's all right.
It's a good game.
Multiple parts.
I really think that's pretty much it for games.
That's it.
So, thank you guys so much for coming. We want to give a special shout out to our Patreon supporters, like always: Dean Master, I'm Not Sure Butts, R56 Cooper S, 11 Ms. B, and Danny D. If you guys want to join us on Patreon, it's always a good time over there. We talk about different things. You know, we do the stuff. We do little polls and stuff, and we talk about the games that we're playing for the week. Like I said, West of Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
That's what we're
the stream's end. The podcast is ending. Yes, killer. And you guys, I mean, we've been talking to this chat this whole time, but if you didn't know, we do this live on Mixer normally every Sunday, but not this week. But normally we do it that day. But if you're also in one of our Discords, it'd be good to, or just follow Yogomi on Twitter or me on Twitter, and you'll learn that way too.
There you go.
But Yogomi, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at YogomiHQ. You can find me on Instagram at Yogomi. You can check a look at the website, which is yogomi.com. Ooh. And I have a YouTube channel, which is, what is it? I think it's, youtube.com/Yogomi. Ooh. And there is a Discord, and there's Facebook, but I don't care about Facebook. No, it's just I don't know. It's just
hit or miss on Facebook.
It is so hit or miss. When I get like, hey, you just had 5 people like something, and then I go to the page, and it's like, hey, you should put some stuff on the page. I'm like, wait, I thought you said 5 people liked, it's just like, So
you should add your phone number. You're like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. No, pass. So yeah, I'm out there. Just search YOGOMI. Something's gonna come up. It's gonna be me. So yeah, just look for the white and the yellow and the black, the logo there. You'll see it. Looks like a play button.
It does. And then I'm just on Mixer and Twitter. I think, so next week, we're going to be doing the podcast on Friday night.
Yes,
it'll be pretty late at night.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you guys can't make it. If you're in mine or Yogomi's Discord, you'll get tagged about it. We'll make sure we tweet it that morning, but
thanks, Chip.
And I think we're going to start doing it too, where we also live stream this on YouTube at the same time.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
It should be fine. I don't see a problem with it. But once again, guys, the game of the week that we're playing is West of Dead. And yeah, that's it, guys. We love your faces. And we'll see you next time.
All right. See you guys.